Hey guys, so glad you're here. You are learning things that are important for right now, but they're also going to be important for you for the rest of your life. This will help you forever, even when you're an adult. So let's learn what to do with big emotions. And I'll tell you what I feel like big emotions are for your age. These are emotions like feeling sad, angry, or disappointed. And did you know it's not bad to feel this way? That everybody feels this way, even your mom and dad, even your grandma and grandpa, even your teenage brother or sister, even older people feel sad, angry, or disappointed. It's not a problem. In fact, as humans on this planet, on the planet Earth, half of the time you might feel bad, mad, sad, disappointed, and half the time you might feel excited and grateful and loving and kind. Did you know that's normal and it's okay? That's the first thing you need to know about your feelings. Okay. Why are all your feelings or your emotions, why is that healthy? And I'm going to tell you why. Having emotions it gives us information. So if you're feeling lonely or sad or confused, there's a reason why. And it's important to figure out why you're feeling that way. And it will help you when you realize that all of these feelings are okay to have, but there are things we can do that are much better than others in dealing with our feelings. Okay. So let me tell you one feeling I had, and my friend, and that was guilt. And why would this be good that we felt guilty or shame? Because those don't feel very fun, do they? I'll tell you about mine. Do you see the gum in the picture? When I was about your age, I went to the grocery store with my mom and I asked her if she would buy me some gum. And she said no. And so when she wasn't looking, I went and grabbed the gum that I wanted. I put it in my pocket. And when I got home, I chewed it under my bed because I had 7 brothers and sisters. And I knew that if they saw me, they would tell my mom I had gum and she would ask me where I got it. So it was not very fun to chew that gum. And I felt really guilty the whole time I was chewing it. It just wasn't as great as I thought it would be. Do you see the necklace in this picture too? That's a necklace to, so I can tell you a different story about my friend in high school. Her mom had bought this really pretty necklace, and my friend wanted to wear it to high school. And so when we went out to PE, which is kind of like recess, she was wearing her mom's necklace without asking her mom if she could wear it. And it fell on the football field in this huge field full of grass, and she couldn't find it. So when I found her, she was crying and she was looking for the necklace. And we prayed about it and we were able to find the necklace. But both of us felt guilty. And that wasn't a bad thing because if we didn't feel guilty, we might go steal gum again at the store or take a necklace that wasn't ours to take and borrow it, right? You might also feel bad and sad if you have an animal that dies, or you break your leg, or you're scared to go to the dentist, or someone takes something of yours that you don't want them to take. It's normal to feel any of those feelings. That's what humans in this world will feel when these things happen to them. So, where do we feel our emotions? We've already talked about our thoughts, and that's in your head, that's in your brain. The things that you're thinking are up here, they're in your brain. But we feel emotions inside of our bodies. Did you know that? So, when I talk to people about where they might feel angry or sad or hurt, they will sometimes say in their head or in their jaw, or their jaw will feel tight, or their face will get hot, or they'll feel like their neck is really tight, or their chest is pounding, or it feels like there's a big rock on it. It feels heavy, or maybe their stomach feels like there's wiggly worms in it, or it feels like they're going to be sick, or their shoulders will feel really, really sorry. There's a little fly that keeps buzzing around my face. Their shoulders will feel really weird and not right. Okay. So this is where we feel emotions, like feelings. And I'm going to tell you what most people do when they feel these uncomfortable emotions in their body. They do this, what I like to say, rah. See, doesn't that seem like something that lion would be saying right now? That's to help you remember, what people do when they feel these emotions. Even adults do these things. The first route is they resist the emotions. So this is when something happens, like you're embarrassed because you trip and fall at school, let's say, and you feel super embarrassed and you hop back up and you pretend like nothing happens and you just say, oh, that wasn't a big deal. And you push it down inside and you don't feel embarrassed. You just pretend like it didn't happen. When we push our feelings down like that and we pretend like they didn't happen, that's not very healthy. And I'm going to tell you why. Imagine a ball in a swimming pool. If you push down the ball in the swimming pool and you keep pushing and pushing and pushing, what's going to happen if you push it down far enough in the water? It's going to shoot up into the air, right? When you get enough pressure, it'll shoot up into the air. So instead, we want our emotions, we want to just sit with them and just let the ball rest on the top of the water and feel embarrassed. Maybe embarrassed is red in our cheeks and our heart is pounding. Maybe our arms feel tingly. I don't know where embarrassed might be in your body, but in my body, it's definitely those places. So instead of pushing down embarrassment, we can just let it be in our body and notice it. And I'll teach you how to do this. But it's going to sometimes be like an ocean wave. And that's why I put a picture of an ocean, because our emotions sometimes will feel embarrassed and will allow the emotion instead of pushing it down, but it might come back again when we think about being embarrassed again. But it's just like a wave and it will even if it comes back, it will go back down again. So know that it's okay to feel any emotions. It really is. Okay. The other thing that we do is we react. So this is what is the problem. This is the problem with emotions most of the time with your parents. So I'm telling you, you can be angry, you can be sad, you can be upset, you can be hurt. But what your parents don't like is when you react to those emotions. Like you throw things, or you stomp on things, or you yell, or you slam doors, or you complain, or you those types of things that most kids do when they feel big emotions. That's what your mom's worried about. Like if you hit your sibling or you scream at someone in their face, those are not things that we want to do when we have big emotions. They make us feel bad inside. They might make us feel guilty and even more emotions that aren't good, right? That feel yucky. So, how about this one? Avoid. This is the last one that lots of people do, and especially your age, because you guys have so much access to screens. You can watch TV, you can game, you can look at the internet. Other things kids do is hide, or they just lay around when they are trying to not feel their emotions. Some of them tell me they hide in their room. All of these things that you can do aren't really going to be a healthy way to deal with your emotions. Because when you distract from them and it's once again pretending that they aren't there, they're going to get bigger, and they get bigger and bigger and bigger until they shoot up in the air. And then you get water on yourself and you get water on everybody around you. Okay. So let's talk about what we can do when we feel these big emotions. What's the healthy way to do big emotions? I think I just smashed my bug, guys. Are you proud of me? Okay. What the healthy thing to do is, oh, I'm actually losing my slide that I need to show you. There it is. Okay. The healthy thing to do first, and this is so awesome to remember to do, is you breathe. So I don't want you to breathe like, not like that. I mean, I want you to take a deep, big breath where you can feel your stomach move because it's so big, like this. You can hear it, you can see it. If you're in school or something like that, you don't have to hear it, but you can still take it quietly. And then do that once, and then try it one more time and hold your breath for 3 seconds and then let it out. So like this. Did you see how my shoulders kind of went up and my chest kind of went higher? I felt my stomach move. That's a really good breath. And guess why we want to breathe when we're feeling angry or sad or hurt or disappointed? It's because we're telling our primitive brain, remember our primitive brain in the other videos, that everything's okay. It's going to be all right. Nobody's hurt right now. It's just that our body is a little bit freaking out because they didn't like something. And then we had thoughts about that. Okay. So the next thing you're going to do is try to name it. So try to figure out what it is. What are you feeling? So if you trip and fall in front of your class at school, it might be embarrassed. So you'd say the name would be embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. And where's the feeling in your body? So if you ever done anything embarrassing, I want you to go back to that moment and try to feel where that was in your body. Where did you feel like embarrassment is in your body? Another one that's pretty easy for kids to figure out is anger. The last time you were really mad at someone in your family or a friend or something that happened with your game that you were playing, go back to that and try to figure out where that is. Oh, for me, it's in my chest right here. I feel like it's like a volcano and it's red lava coming out and it's coming kind of up my throat. That's what anger feels like to me. Like I want to blow. So you have to start figuring out what you're feeling in the first place. And then where is that feeling in your body? Okay. And then you're going to watch it. Watch where that feeling is. So in my chest, if I'm feeling angry because let's say I just did a really bad shot in pickleball and it was the winning point and now I made us lose, I might feel angry inside. And I can notice in my body, okay, I'm feeling angry that I missed the shot and lost the game. And then I notice that my jaw feels really, really tight. And I feel tense like this instead of loose. I feel a little bit loose. And it's a strong feeling and it's right here in my chest. So where would anger be for you? It'll be different than me and it's okay. We're all different and we're not going to feel emotions in the same place. Okay? After you watch it, you just keep watching it and as you watch that anger or that embarrassment, did you know that if you become the watcher of your emotions, that it will get loose, it will get light, you will feel calm, and usually it doesn't take very long. And the better you get at this, the quicker it will be. People who've done this work for a while, did you know they can do a really big emotion like disappointment? They can do that in 90 seconds. Just feel it, watch it, allow it, and be good. It's the way we can heal. What we feel, we will heal. And what we resist, which means what we push down, will persist. And that means that it will get worse and worse and worse and worse. So the better that you get at just sitting with your emotions and feeling them and letting them be there, the more healthy you're going to be. This is what adults call emotional intelligence. That means that it's like your feelings. With your feelings, you're really smart. Kind of like if at school you get a really good grade on your paper, that's being smart in school. But if you do this work, you're going to be starting to be smart with your emotions and your feelings. And it's an important part of life because we're all going to have, what are we going to have? Half good things that happen to us and half bad things that happen to us. And so we are going to want to know how to deal with hard things that happen to us because they will. So the last thing we want to do after we name our emotions, then we watch them and we just sit and wait for them to get a little bit more calm, a little bit lighter, a little bit looser. Then we're going to be kind to ourselves. This is my be kind picture. I love flowers. So being kind is saying things like this. It's okay that I was angry. Anyone would feel angry if they were me. I'm doing okay. I'm fine. I'm working through it. I'm feeling my emotions. I can do this. It's totally normal to feel any emotion, and feeling emotions is making me smarter at how to do life and how to get better at life. Okay. So those are the kind of things you want to say to yourself after you've felt a big emotion. Just be really kind and nurturing and let yourself know it was okay to feel that way. Then it won't hide next time if you just are nice to your emotions, then they will definitely be easier to handle next time. Okay. So these are two other ways. If you're having a really hard time with just sitting with your emotion and watching it and being nice to it, I want you to try two more things that work for a lot of kids. Are you ready? You have a pillow. Pretty much everyone on this planet has a pillow on their bed. When you feel a really big emotion, if you feel like it's too big and out of control and you can't just sit with it and watch it, I want you to go down and punch your pillow, scream into your pillow, yell at your pillow, throw your pillow, stomp it on your pillow, hit your pillow, anything you would like to do to someone or something that might break it or hurt it, you're going to go do in your room with your pillow. And I'm pretty sure your parents will say it's totally fine. Okay. The other thing that works for a lot of kids, if you're super frustrated, this works for a lot of kids. Get out a piece of paper, get out some crayons or a marker or a pen, and start scribbling all your anger out on the paper. Be thinking all the things that are making you mad or angry, or all the things that hurt your feelings, or all the things that are sad for you. You can color all over the paper and scribble your hardest. It might even be fun to put it to music. So turn on one of your favorite songs and just scribble like a really loud, strong song. Scribble your song. And then do you see where there's little loops, like circles where he's been scribbling? If you want to, at the end, you can color in the parts that have circles and think different thoughts like, it's okay, I'm calm. It's all right to feel sad or mad or hurt sometimes. Everybody, everybody feels this way sometime. Think of thoughts like that as you're filling in the circles, and it will calm you down, and you will start to be emotionally intelligent, which is being really smart with your feelings. Okay, guys, that's all we're going to do today. And I hope that you are ready to do a little bit of work on feeling your emotions. We'll talk to you next time.